Okay, let the word Manchurian candidate resonate in your ears, because the government has been busy creating these Manchurian candidates. That's what the school shooters were. They were voice to skull. They were being externally and internally and scalar technology programmed to kill certain targets, shoot up schools, shoot up movies. This is why these events were staged. There was help. There wasn't one perpetrator. There was hundreds of perpetrators of these crimes, just like 9/11. There wasn't one guy that did it. There were hundreds of people that did this event to create a false war. The Manchurian candidate is a war on terrorism, a false war within your country. So they can create a bunch of Judas Iscariot terrorist betrayers to target people within their own community. And here's the thing. They're doing it. There's over 20 million private sector jobs. The police are involved in creating Manchurian candidates and then arresting them. They're all involved in dividing the country. That's how they do it. They divide the country between the blue and the red pill, between the goats and the sheep. It's happening now. You have to have wars. You have to have division. You have to call people white supremacists and black racists, and you have to do that. This is what the elite are doing to us. We are the victims of this fake war, this staged war. And they're using covert organized gang stalking to make people act nuts. Anybody would go crazy if they were gang stalked. They're using gaslighting techniques to where the person has no friends, no family. They have no life. They take their jobs, their career, their reputation, everything away from them. This is what the credit reports and the work histories, and they will even alter your official government documents like they did me. Okay? So we're going to narrow down what the word, why did they name the guy Raymond? First of all, let's go to the word Manchurian. Okay? So they're taking a man, and here's the number CH, like Christ, right? Christ has to be involved because these people get what they call a Christ conscience. Okay? And rightfully so, because they're awakening their brains, is what they're doing. So 8, 9, 10, 11, that's the symbol of Jesus right there. And there's the Trinity, 21. 2 and 1 is 3. And that's the number 9, right? Okay, so you have 11 and 12. Here's the letter I again, 9 again. And that's the number 15, which is the letter O. The Son, the all-seeing eye of the right hand, we're reading it backwards here, of the Trinity of Jesus, the physical, and the man. So they converted you from a man, just a simple man, to the Christ conscience, the awakening, and the Son of God. All right? So these people have, the ones that they've targeted are the ones that are going to go through an awakening anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, the elite know who are in line to go to heaven and who are not. They know about family bloodlines. They know way more than you think they do. They know who they've battled in the past. They know the men who stood up to tyranny in the past, in the bloodlines. If a man stands up to tyranny in the past, his sons will do the same thing. And they've got a whole system of medical industry, dental industry, to take away the divinity, the passion from these men. And then they got the prison systems to lock them up. Hey, he smoked marijuana. Lock him up. Hey, he didn't pay his child support. Lock him up. They've got all kind of bullshit excuses to throw men in prison because it's a war. They're taking over our country. And you people are sitting back watching them do it. I don't know why. I keep trying to warn you. Your politicians are involved in this. Your sheriff, your DA's office, they're all involved. All your lawyers are being bribed right now. They're being bribed. And they're going to regret taking that money, just like Judas Iscariot. Okay, so let's take a look at the word Manchurian and see what we come up with real quick. You remember the word, the movie, he was a Furian? It's kind of funny how that goes into that. Furian. I'm trying to remember the name of the movie. Something black, something I can't remember. But they called him a Furian. So a Manchurian, and you got the word gravity, Windsor. Ladies and gentlemen, the Windsor family, which is from Germany, they're relatives of Hitler, okay, which is the Queen of England. These are all Manchurian candidates, ladies and gentlemen. That's why they have this name. They're killers. And they're very, very wealthy, and they have a network of people that they pay to kill. That way, when you track down gang stalking and private sector jobs, it always leads to the UK bankers, which is Rome, ladies and gentlemen. So Rome has the Queen under total mind control. I mean, complete, to where they think that they should kill certain individuals. I mean, they're really insane. They're under mind control, every single one of them. Entire Hollywood is a bunch of Manchurian candidates. If you haven't figured it out, they're all switching to the left, right? They chose their side, the left. They're going to stay goats. Every single one of them. And if anybody goes to the right, they have to be very careful in what they say. Do not support Donald Trump. He's playing the role of the right. And none of them will. Not one of them, because they're all Manchurian candidates. They're all under mind control. And they all are being watched. This is the days of the watchers. Okay? So you get solstice because they're shifting. The solstice of winter, summer solstices, right? They're shifting consciousness. They're having a polar shift. They're realizing that the world is the opposite of what they were told it was. And that's the truth. They're discovering the truth. Okay? They wake these people up. Slavery. Aurora. Remember, Aurora is all dealing with frequency technology. Natural frequency. Slavery is bondage, because being a Manchurian candidate is slavery. It's just another form of slavery. False Christ in Hebrew is what it means. Burns. These people are burns. They're Manchurian candidates. All right. So let's go to the word Raymond. This is what they named the Manchurian candidate. All right, Raymond. Okay. So you get the word Anderson. Remember in the Matrix they called him Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson was awakened. Okay. He was a Manchurian candidate. Now he's awake. Okay. So he's a Manchurian candidate for God instead of for man. Okay. Remember in English gematria, the words most of the time mean the opposite. Okay. So that's where they got the word Anderson, because it's the same as Manchurian. It's mind control. And he took the red pill, and he's now outside of the Matrix, outside of the Manchurian candidate. Okay? Matthew, when you read Matthew, he's got some really good verses in the Bible, Holy Bible. Ladies and gentlemen, the Holy Bible was created to keep you under mind control, because only the awakened ones understand the Bible allegorically. The people that are asleep just read it literally, and they don't understand it. They'll go twice a week to Bible study, right? And they still don't understand it. I mean, they don't. They'll just talk amongst themselves, and they say, well, this is what, and they'll come up with a reason and they'll say, oh, this is what this means, and that's not at all what it means. And if you tell them that they're wrong, they'll get pissed off at you. They'll want to kill you. They're Manchurian candidates, right? So now everything's associated with the moon. The moon is the crown chakra. That's the higher mind. Cell phone. The cell phone is creating, you're biting from the apple, every one of you. Everybody's becoming a Manchurian candidate with the cell phones. It's 100% scalar tetra technology, and it's fully designed. The brain receives and sends just like a cell phone, and it's designed to create a fully functional human race of artificial intelligence, ladies and gentlemen. That's what the cell phones are designed to do. Okay? It is a weapon of mass hypnosis. Every single human being will become a Manchurian candidate if you don't take down cell towers. Okay? All I'm here to do is warn you about it. You've got to do the effort. You've got to make the effort. I'm not here to force you, and I'm not going to do it. I'm just here to tell you the truth, and you can become the slave of you can become a program robot with these cell towers, sending mind control, Project Bluebeam, directly into your brain. And they're already creating this fake world. Do not say this. Don't say that. You can't say this on the internet. We're shutting down Alex Jones. They're taking control of your freedom of speech. This is proof that the cell phones were 100% created for full-blown mind control, to make everybody think the same way, a Tower of Babel, and everybody to do the same things. And anybody that, like Jesus, that is the opposite of what you were, you crucify them. That's what the whole system is designed to do. So, of course, you got the word Golden Gate, which is the gates of heaven, and Chronos, which is time. Brad Pitt, Celine Dion, free will. It's funny how they, believe you me, Celine Dion and Brad Pitt are all Manchurian candidates. They're all under mind control. They were chosen at a very young age. Now let's take a look at the word ray, because you got rays of light entering into the brain, ladies and gentlemen. That's what this word was created. Matter of fact, I know a guy that I grew up with. He is 100% a Manchurian candidate. Okay, his name is Raymond too. So I grew up with a lot of people that are Manchurian candidates, and they don't even know it. They'll get pissed off if you tell them that they're Manchurian candidates. Oh, that's bullshit. Blah blah blah. You can't tell them that. You can't. These people are plugged directly into being assassins. Okay? You can be a Manchurian candidate of God, or you could be a Manchurian candidate assassin. Okay? To where you believe that killing is okay. All right. So rays of light, you got the number 44, which means brain. Judah, remember Judah Iscariot, right? Judah Iscariot. Kill, ray, kill, 44 in Gematria. Now the word mun or mund is 46 in Gematria, which means the girl. So you got two words here, Ray and Mund. Ra is always considered Isis, Ra, and El Israel. Ra is masculine. The moon is feminine. It's always been that way. Okay? And this is where they get Monday. Monday, the day of the moon. M-O-N-D is 46 in Gematria, which is the same as saying girl. And that's where they get the religion Mor, which is 46, and Mun, 42. Girl, boy. It's the Freemasons. There's the boy, the phallic, and there's the girl, the vagina. That's all it means. I did a great video about how the Mormons started the Indian War, because one guy claimed that somebody stole my cow. And next thing you know, for 35 years they were killing people. And the Mormons have the nerve to call themselves forgiving Christians. Give me a break. Mormon is Roman. It's the same symbol. Just a secret society group of 501c corpses. Bunch of dead people. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a Manchurian candidate and you are out there killing people, assassinating targets, listen, these Mormons, for example, my last girlfriend, my girlfriend that was Mormon, okay? She's an assassin. And they don't even know it. She assassinated my character. She assassinated my job. She assassinated my ability to be a father. They're assassins. They put you on terrorist watch lists. They falsely accuse you of crimes that you don't commit. They're assassins. And if you tell them that, hey, you're an assassin. I'm not no assassin. My religion is the only religion. My religion is going to save the world. Joseph Smith. They're assassins. I never dreamed that they would turn a woman into assassin, but they do it. They're assassins. They're Manchurian candidates. Every single one of them. Matter of fact, the entire city of Utah is shaped like a grid. It's the most wired city underneath their feet. They're separated from the human cavity residents. This is a mind control project, Utah. Okay? To where the temple is in the center. Street 1, 2, 3, 4. They have them all numbered. And they're squares, just like a computer chip. They're squares, boxes. They're not circles, they're squares. Squares are physical. It's a physical, for example, if you take a frequency and it is a masculine frequency, like Saturn, the planet Saturn, Satan, it will form a square. That's why Saturn has a square on the top of the planet. Okay? So these are what they've even built the buildings to where the harmonic frequencies will be like squares. Okay? And of course they use chemtrails and certain foods. You have to eat. Do not drink this. Do not drink that. Do not drink this. They have their own food and their own drinks for their Manchurian candidates. Okay? And they do it in the form of religion. Hey, support our religion. And they're lying to these people. They all are drinking and eating the same shit. And I'm telling you, I've never seen a group. They even call their churches wards, prisons. Because it is a prison for the mind. Okay? And that's your future. The future is that you're a Manchurian candidate and you don't even know it. That's what's... The Mormons don't know it. And listen, I don't hate Mormons. Okay? I love all people. I'm just trying to teach the truth to the world. But these people are under complete hypnosis. And they... I had a friend that was a Mormon. He had the secret handshake. You know, they got their certain handshake. They wear their underwear because they know about radiation. They don't wear the underwear on their heads to control their minds. They wear it on their bodies so that they can have babies. They know that if they create a mind control baby, that the mother and father will create a mind control child. It's called the Aryan race that Hitler did. It's the same thing. So they have this underwear to protect their sex organs. Okay? They'll even make certain bed sheets and things like that to protect their sex organs. Because they're all being radiated. They're all Raymonds. They're being radiated by cell towers, radio towers, and the wires underneath their feet. There is no meditation in Utah, ladies and gentlemen, unless you go to the mountains or something. It is all 100% a military-industrial complex of mind control. I've even climbed the mountains and I've seen where the hubs of the wires go in the city, where these people live. If you go there, you will be under attack. And they're They have their own media. They've got their own little world there. It's a whole new. Um, I went to a fair there one day, and I was just watching people walk around, and I was like, oh my God, they're all under hypnosis, every one of them. If one of them watches the movie Grease, they'll all watch it. It's unbelievable. All do the same thing. If one of them starts jogging, they all jog. They do what everybody else does. They just follow orders. They're like storm ship troopers. And ladies and gentlemen, it's sad to say, but this will have to be stopped in some type of fashion. You'll have to wake these people up. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't think they're going to wake. I don't think you can't go to these people and say, hey, wake up. Here's the truth. They will argue with you until the cows come home. You've got to take them out of their environment.